And I'm being joined by Rise Management, Chris LaRusso. Chris, I know you've had a chaotic evening. You've had to make some rulings here. I know that this matchup was one that you were very interested in here. Shaw Mason, Chase Oliver. As I was saying before you got to our desk here, Shaw Mason, such a collegiate standout. He is a master of the mat.
Absolutely. This is a match that I was so excited when I knew we got finalized, and I was so looking forward to it. Two standouts, two men from Ohio who've been really tearing up the scene out there, but have really been impressive in Rise Wrestling as well. I'm very, very, very much looking forward to this match.
Absolutely. Shaw Mason with the waist lock. Oliver going to look for a way to extricate himself. Standing switch.
I think that this style is going to favor Mason, obviously. Look at that, right into the fireman's carry. Beautifully
Absolutely. That
executed.
young man has a master's degree in mat mechanics. No doubt about it.
And, you know, this works doubly well for Mason because his offense, by nature, will negate Oliver's offense as well because he's such a high flyer, such a skilled. Look at that, right back into the side headlock.
It's really those transitions that make Shaw Mason so dangerous because, quite frankly, he can really prevent an opponent from getting out of the blocks.
Oliver's in excellent shape, excellent physique. Always has been
that core strength, I believe, is really a key to his success. And what agility!
Look at that agility.
Slaps on the side wrist lock. Chris, before you took this management position, you were a 20-year pro and still are, obviously, of an in-ring competitor. What do you see from an in-ring perspective, the upside of both Chase Oliver and Shaw Mason?
Well, both men are young and they're very early in their career, so the sky is the limit. And I don't even think we've come close to seeing the referee's going to force a break here, but I don't think we've even come close to either of these men's peak.
I think that's what's so impressive because they're so young and already so good. Mason shoots Oliver in here. Oliver, that's what we're talking about, man. He is so quick and can turn on a dime. The complexion of this matchup changing here. Of course, Mason, as you said, going to try to neutralize.
And this is going to advantage Oliver when he can get some motion, when he can get some momentum.
Absolutely. Deep arm drag.
Snaps off another one.
And another.
Leg sweep.
Shoulders down.
Mason going for the ankle lock.
Going to try to latch onto that ankle.
Oh, nice up kick. Nip up by Oliver.
And there's a little psychological warfare. Oliver letting Shaw Mason know you may be the mat tactician, but I can escape.
You know what's interesting, though? Shaw was in the ropes, and Oliver did not advance, did not press the attack. I think he respects the grappling skills, and quite frankly, maybe didn't want to tangle up with him in that situation. Knew he did not have, like in this situation, he has the advantage with that speed, with that agility.
Up and over here.
Nice drop kick.
2 feet firmly in the chest. And Mason gonna force a timeout here. That's wise wrestling as well. As you said, Mason knows the game plan of Chase Oliver is to really ramp up the momentum. Right now, Shaw Mason grinding everything to a halt.
And again, you see that Oliver's not pressing the attack, and I'm not sure. Well, maybe I spoke too soon.
He's not safe out there.
Oh, my goodness.
You heard the contact that time.
Rams him into the ring apron.
Oh, look out.
Oh, you do not normally see that in amateur wrestling.
Well, that's one thing about Shaw Mason. The guy has a mean streak.
Breaks the count. Can't quite see from our vantage point what's going on there.
Our IndieWrestling.us cameras are going to catch all the action for you.
Oliver may have wiped out a section of our fans. Oh, you buy a ticket to a Rise show, the action's up close, sometimes a little too close.
Mason going to try to press forward here. Oliver favoring that back. Could be a chink in the armor. And Mason going to it right away here.
Oh.
Right to the lumbar region. As an in-ring athlete, Chris, you can attest to the fact the lumbar region, the most susceptible spot to damage in the back.
Especially, with an expert like Mason who, while you don't have the submission factor in collegiate wrestling. He is definitely well-versed in that. He is well-versed in submission wrestling as well, which does translate very well to the pros.
European uppercut, having Chase boxed into the corner once again, not allowing Chase Oliver to get that sprint, that momentum, although he may be here.
Oh, you see, favoring the back when he went for the Irish whip. Oh, big knee strike right to the butt of the jaw.
And Mason may be seeing stars, and I don't mean the stars on his gear there. How about the action so far tonight, Chris?
Unbelievable.
All over
look,
the place.
Look at the escape there.
Mason out the back door.
A little late, lackadaisical going into it. Oh, goes for the moonsault.
Look out.
Oh, exploder suplex into the corner.
Oliver ricocheting off the buckles upon impact.
That's got to be it. Whoa.
2.5, man. You want to talk about the toughness of Chase Oliver. His body racked against the buckles, and he still had the wherewithal to kick out, get that shoulder up.
Not only that, but he may have landed on his head on the landing. With this Uniontown crowd getting behind Chase Oliver. Oh, and you see Mason targeting the lower back, targeting the kidneys. Another exploder, perhaps?
Look out.
Yes! That's a second overhead exploder suplex.
And as dynamic as Chase Oliver has been over the first half of the year here in Rise Wrestling since coming back from that shoulder injury, I don't think many people would have expected that Chase would be on his back foot, on his heels here.
You know, that explosiveness. Shawn Mason wouldn't call him a super heavyweight by any stretch. Oh, nice. Into the bridge. Floats over into the cover.
Yeah, that neck strength is such a key component.
And he also has that, you saw on both of those exploder suplexes, he pops the hips. He has very strong hips. Most amateurs do, which allows him to exert extreme amounts of force for those big suplexes and throws.
Absolutely. That's how a relatively lean athlete can generate the most power with their body weight, is being able to use the trunk of their body with their hips. Absolutely.
Trying to stay into a ride, trying to keep him from getting up. Elbows from Oliver.
Compressing the rib cage there. Regal Plex drop Chase Oliver right on the back of his head. And again, Oliver kicks out. What a slick transition that was. That shows you that Shawn Mason is a step ahead here. He saw that Oliver could have escaped that waistlock, transitioned to the Regal Plex, and maintaining control of this matchup. Continue, please.
As I was saying, he's got showing a great aptitude for offense. Now this, I'm not sure this is not his strong suit. He was doing well with the suplexes. He was doing well with the throws. I would not go to
unfamiliar territory here.
What is he going for here? Oh my goodness! That was impressive athleticism, but it did not pay off.
And that's why it's high risk, Mr. LaRusso. That was a big gamble. Shawn Mason doubled down, and he busted on that one.
Both men slow to their feet.
And I believe we're seeing a textbook example of the competition in Rise Wrestling.
You know, both these men were in that match to crown the first ever digital, the four-way to qualify to crown the first ever digital champion. I think that these two men are probably going to be, oh my goodness!
I don't think Shawn Mason has any idea where he's at, Uniontown or anywhere else. Right in the back of the head with that kick.
He may think he's back at Ohio State. Mason recovers fairly quickly, though.
Yeah, he's trying to shake it off. That's a lot of tenacity from Shawn Mason.
Did he turn it into a power bomb, or did he snap it off?
That was nasty impact. I'm not sure who got the worst of that.
Oh, I know who got the worst of that.
Shooting star hooks that leg. These are two young athletes giving us everything they have, Chris.
As I said earlier, I could see they will not be in the match to crown the first ever digital champion, but I could definitely see these two men competing for that title.
Absolutely, evenly matched.
Once it activates on July 8th at the Rise Rumble, make sure to get your tickets now.
Oliver still favoring that back.
Yes, he is.
But
this might be a bad move.
It's gut check time here. Mason could be going for that
Chaos Theory?
Absolutely.
Hits it perfectly.
That's got to be all. I'm shocked. I thought that was all. The momentum, the torque, and the impact on that suplex.
And you saw how high Oliver landed on his shoulders, landed right into a pinning predicament with all of his weight over his shoulders. That was an impressive feat for him to kick out of that. Oh, going for the ankle lock now, though.
And that's how you ground the aerial artist. You take out that leg.
You know, for a move that was, you know, famous or made more famous by one of Pittsburgh's favorite sons, normally you don't get this kind of boost for an ankle lock around Pittsburgh. Oh!
Oliver extricated himself.
Ooh! Elbow right to the... Ooh, look, Oliver might be hurt.
Look out here.
Yuji Goroshi!
Back press. Does he have enough weight on the shoulder?
No, he does not. He was so exhausted. He did not hook the leg. Barely had the head and the shoulders over for the pin.
And that shows you that professional wrestling can be a game of inches, because had Oliver had just a little more left to hook that leg, we may have a victory in this matchup. But we're going to press on. This is one that you were anticipating, I was anticipating, and it's living up to the hype.
Going for the shooter?
Could be a home run swing here.
The shooting star press. He's won a lot of matches with this. Oh, no.
Look out.
Exploder off the top rope. Oliver's done for.
That may have taken everything in Mason's gas tank as well. What a matchup.
If Mason could just roll over. Oliver has not moved since taking that suplex. He's been down for almost a 20 count at this point. If he could just get over for the cover. And finally, Oliver starts to stir. We're at 7. We might get a double count out.
Referee Nick Brown signaling everyone's up, and we're going to push forward here. Who will be victorious in this ultra-competitive matchup?
And he does not want... You can tell Mason wants to wrap this up.
Yeah, like a pit bull latching onto the leg, twisting and contorting the ankle. You can see the pain on the face of Chase Oliver.
He's dead center of the ring. This might be it for Oliver.
Oliver is on an island and has nowhere to go.
He is not grapevine the leg, though, yet. Does give Oliver a fair amount of mobility.
How much longer can Oliver... And there
he holds on! He holds on to it!
How much longer can Oliver, as his ligaments are twisted and stretched?
And he may want to consider tapping out to preserve his future. His agility, his legs are such a big part of his offense. He cannot afford an injury. He reverses it! He reversed the ankle lock!
Unbelievable, you're right, Chris. He hooks it in. Turnabout, fair play.
He is not an expert at this hold, but he still might get the submission.
Look out.
Oh my goodness!
Knockout shot.
Oliver is, Shaw Mason is stiff, and he might be about to be finished off.
From the ceiling, Chris, from the ceiling.
Shooting star press.
Forget about it. Hell of a matchup.
Unbelievable. Jimmy, you've been doing a phenomenal job tonight. Unfortunately, I have to go set up for the next match, and you might want to run.
After an ultra-competitive contest, no pressure, Chase Oliver racks up a victory here in Rise Wrestling.